We have just released a new Edgewonk update and I want to show you what's new in Edgewonk. And by the way, if you haven't seen it already, our light and dark mode switch is now here in the left menu. For this video, I want to stay in the light mode. The biggest change in this week's update is the improvement for all our charting features. And I will show you all of the new additions. So when we open the chart lab and we are going to the custom statistic, you will see that some of the charting features have now a table, and also we added a lot of new statistical tiles to help you make sense of your data in a more effective way and to get more out of your trading data. So whenever you see a table underneath a graph, the table is going to pick up the data parts that you'll see in your chart feature. So here, for example, in this custom statistic, we have selected the first custom stat. It will pick up each individual data point in this table and it will put it into a row. So you will see exactly how many trades that are behind a bar, the win rate, the average P&L per trade for each data point and each bar, and a total gain, which is the sum of all of the data points. Of course, this will adjust here in the custom stat. So when we're going to another custom statistic, you'll see that the table adjusts and you will see all of the new data parts and the rows here. It also adjusts by the value. So by default, when you have selected return in your account currency here, it's going to show you also all the metrics here in your account currency. But we can switch to our multiple or to a percentage gain. So once we do that, you will see that the average P&L and the total gain will also adjust automatically. Besides just adding tables, we have also added new tiles. So for example, when we are now here in the drawdown graph, you will have a bunch of new tiles here. So you see your current drawdown. In this case, there is no drawdown because the account is trading at a peak. And we also added those two new tiles. Top to bottom means how long did it take and how many trades were there to go from an account peak to the absolute lowest point, which is the worst drawdown. In this case, from here to the bottom, it took 12 trades to get there. And from bottom to top, so out of this drawdown back to account peak, it took us 22 trades. By hovering over this eye icon, you will also see the description what is behind this tile. Moving on to efficiency, you will see here a table and we also added new tiles here. The table shows you data points and statistics for entries, exit and trade management. And remember, in Edgewonk, when you enter a trade, you can rate your entry, your exit and your trade management. And that's what the efficiency graph is picking here up. The first total mistakes column in percentage shows you how often a entry, exit or trade management mistake has been made. And in the second column, it shows you how often you have followed your trading plan when it comes to entries, exit and trade management decisions. We also added 3 new tiles here. So trades without mistake, winners with mistake and losses with mistake. Those can be really interesting insights into your trading behavior and your level of execution. Typically, you should see that you have fewer winners with mistake compared to losers with mistake. It's usually common to see that on losses you have more mistakes than on your winning trades. When we move over to the exit analysis, you will see a bunch of new tiles here as well. The first tile shows you how often the price has hit your take profit and how often the price is hitting your stop loss. The other tiles were already present here before the update. When we are moving over to performance by instrument, first you will see that there's also a table listing each instrument that you have tagged and traded in your Edgewonk trading journal, giving you the amount of trades for each setup, the win rate for the setup, the average P&L per trade for each setup, and the sum or the total gain of each setup. Of course, this will adjust again when we change here the display. So by default, it's showing you in your account currency, but we can also switch it over to your R multiple. When we go over to setup, the same applies here. There is a new table and you will see each setup listed here individually as a separate row, giving you further insights into your trading behavior and your trading performance. The performance by time graph has a similar table listing all of your weekdays and showing you performance insights. We can drill down further, and if we are changing here the period and we're going for hour of the day, you will see now different hourly intervals and you will see the corresponding data points and statistics for each data point and each hour of the day. In the performance by day feature, we also added new tiles here underneath the graph. You will see your average winning day, the average losing day, your biggest winning day, your biggest losing day, how many winning days and how many losing days in total you have. By adjusting the slider here, the tiles will also adjust here and show you the corresponding data. The Trade Managed graph has 2 new additions when it comes to the tiles. We'll show you how many trades you have managed correctly and how many trades were managed incorrectly, meaning that you have made a mistake in your trade management decision. When we move over to our reports and we go to the calendar, we also added some new tiles here. So depending on which month you have selected here, you will see the total number of trades, the winners, the losses, your total win rate, the average daily P&L, the total monthly P&L, the average winner and the average loser. And of course, if you switch here through the different months, this will adjust automatically as well. And that's it for this week's update. We hope you enjoy the new features and the add-ons, and let us know in the comments what you are missing and what we should add next to Edgewonk.